There are some wild, crazy cars out there that you may think surely can't be legal or safe to drive. And then you think, well, there's no way they won't get stopped by a cop on the highway and given a ticket for rolling around in the world's most absurd-looking moving vehicle. But people are creative, and they create bizarre cars which they want to show off, so they make sure they're street legal for everyone to see. Here are 5 insane cars you wouldn't believe are street legal. 5. The Flatmobile. This tiny, low-to-the-ground flattened version of the famous Batmobile is an incredibly strange car that seems almost impossible to drive. It looks like a play car for children, but the Flatmobile is in fact street legal and can be driven by a full-grown human. Built by UK's custom car builder Perry Watkins in 2007, the Flatmobile is the lowest street legal car ever at a height of only 19 inches. It even made the Guinness Book of World Records. Imagine going over a speed hump or into a pothole at that height, you'd probably be stuck. Watkins wanted to create a replica of Batman's car and based his design off the 1963 Hillman Imp. He used the Imp stock 875cc 4-cylinder engine in the Flatmobile and added a jet engine from the turbocharger from a Volvo FL10 truck. With the jet engine, this crazy low topless car can reach a top speed of 100 miles per hour. The Flatmobile only fits 2 people on its intricately styled plush, luxury seats, although those 2 people better not be too tall for lack of space. The steering wheel is also another miniature feature. The aluminium steering wheel is just 6 inches in diameter and doesn't look like it would be easy to maneuver. Just at first sight, it would be impossible to believe that this incredibly thin Flatmobile could be driven outside a go-kart ring or arcade game, but the insane Flatmobile can cruise around UK streets without a hitch. 4. The phone car. For the older, non-Gen Z generations, you might recall the home desk phones with the wire connected to the headphones and 12 buttons in the middle of the body. Or if you aren't that old, you've probably seen it on TV. Now picture that red desk phone as a car driving around your town. It's almost impossible to think of a phone as a car, but entrepreneur Howard Davis actually built a candy apple red phone car from the body of a 1975 Volkswagen Beetle, which he bought for just $125. Davis is an avid lover of classic desk phones and has been collecting phones for many years. This passion for phones inspired him to strip down Beetle, create his dream car and get a few laughs along the way. With the help of a few mechanics, it took Davis a year to complete his dream car and made it street legal with all the safety equipment and essentials needed to drive. There's no information on the car's specs, but it's believed to speed up to 50 miles per hour, and instead of a normal horn sound, when honking, it makes a phone ringing sound instead. That must definitely cause a lot of confusion from other drivers checking their phones like a madman instead of driving past the light. The license plate, to state the obvious, is labeled phones, and surprisingly whilst driving, the phone car has never been stopped by a cop, but they have seen cops stop to take a photo. The phone car goes on tours, so if you want, you can see this insane car in person. Maybe you can even get lucky and catch a ride on the phone. That'll definitely be a phone call to remember. 3. The Twike. A half-bike, half-electric car. The Twike is a German-made, futuristic-looking 3-wheeled vehicle that has both an electric motor and pedals. This way, you can drive to work and work out at the same time. Save on gas and a gym membership. Double the benefits. Depending on how many battery packs you get, the Twike 3 has a travel range of 50 to 248 miles, a charge time of 1.75 to 6.5 hours, and depending on how strong your leg muscles are, can reach a max speed of over 52 miles per hour. With the newest Twike 5 in production, the specs are so much greater. It'll have a max speed range of 74 to 118 miles per hour, and a longer driving range of 93 to 310 miles without charge. Really impressive for a semi-electric bike powered by human legs. This 2-seater has a clear convertible cover in either tarpaulin or Sonnenland fabric with LED and halogen lights and a type of joystick for steering instead of a steering wheel. With a base price of over €30,000, with all the extra features and batteries, the price can go well beyond €50,000 for the newest upcoming Twike 5. Quite a hefty sum to pay for a bizarre-looking car where you have to do a lot of the heavy work to get it moving. Who would have thought that an electric bike/car would be legal to drive on a road with other real cars? How would this little thing keep up on the fast German autobahn? But on the bright side, It'll force you to be very fit, because stopping in the middle of an autobahn because you're tired is definitely not something you want to do. 2. Upside-down Ford F-150. This mind-blowing red and white contraption is exactly what the name describes. It's truly an upside-down Ford, with the wheels on the top of the car. The bumpers and headlights are upside down, the side mirrors are on the bottom of the car, and the doors, although flipped over, still open to allow passengers inside. Illinois mechanic Rick Sullivan came up with this ingenious idea when he was called to collect a pickup truck that was flipped over. From parts of a 1991 Ford Ranger and 1995 F-150, Sullivan and a few co-workers took just 6 months and $6,000 to build this head-turning vehicle. To build the strangest yet coolest cars out there that is legal to drive around for just $6,000 is absolutely brilliant. And to top it off, this one-of-a-kind 4-seater has the license plate which reads "Flip Over," just in case anyone was confused if the car was in fact upside down. There are, of course, wheels on the bottom to drive, but another cool feature is that the wheels on the top of the car rotate with an electric motor, adding to the fantastic illusion. Sullivan's creative genius is not ending with this upside-down Ford. He's always looking to build new out-of-the-box projects, and we can't wait to see what crazy car he comes up with next. 1. Morgan 3-wheeler. Another original, insane-looking 3-wheeler that's hard to believe is street legal is the Morgan 3-wheeler. But the Morgan has 2 large wheels on the front and 1 wheel on the rear. This British old-school style 2-seater car was developed in 2011 and looks like it came straight out of the 1920s. Outfitted with an American air-cooled S&S V twin motorcycle engine and weighing just over 1,200 pounds, this 3-wheeler can reach a top speed of 115 miles per hour and is estimated to accelerate from 0 to 60 in an incredible 4.5 seconds. For a 3-wheeler car that looks so vintage, it's hard to believe it can speed that quickly. This rear-wheel drive, 5-speed manual transmission has no doors, windshield or roof, and the front looks almost identical to a motorcycle, except it has 2 large round headlights instead of 1. With a starting price of over $55,000, all 33 of the Morgan 3-wheelers produced have been sold. Although this artistic 3-wheeler was street legal in the UK when it came out, sadly the company's stopping production of the car in 2021 because it doesn't meet British emission guidelines. But don't worry, if you're looking to snag one of these innovative cars, Morgan is working on creating a new version which will get approval in both the UK and US. So strap on your helmet and get ready for the newest Morgan 3 to hit the streets. Many of us have had that moment when we have to do a double take to see what quirky, crazy machine on wheels just passed us by. With so many creative and innovative minds out there, the amount of insane, fun cars on the road will increase over time, as they should. Although all won't be street legal, it'd be so much more fun to drive around in a car shaped like a bowling ball than in a regular sedan. We can't wait to see what new and innovative cars await us in the future, so we can enjoy seeing wild cars rolling through our streets.